Alright guys, welcome back to another video, and today I have something really cool I get to share with you guys. And that being a brand new tower defense game called Universal Tower Defense. Now this is a anime hybrid tower defense game. It's going to have characters from games or manga or whatever, but it's also going to have majority of anime characters. And I want to showcase this game because it's coming out very soon. They're getting a trailer on the 28th of November. And I thought from everything that I've seen for myself, it looks really cool. They gave me a lot of exclusive sneaks and exclusive things to show you guys just for this video. So if you join me, let's check out Universal Tower Defense. Let's see what this game's all about. We're also on the journey to 15,000. I know I said it like that, but 15,000 subscribers. And when I hit that, I'm most likely gonna do a face reveal. So if you want to see that in the future, subscribe. It's free, it's easy. But with that, let's jump into some of the sneaks. Alright guys, so we have a lot of sneaks here. I'm gonna turn it on dark mode so your guys' eyeballs don't get like burned out of your head, but we have a ton of things to look at. Now, I'm not gonna look at each and every one of these things because I don't want to spend 30 minutes looking at everything, but we have cutscenes, gameplay, lobby, maps, units, UI, and trait auras. We are going to look through a majority of these. I just don't want to look at every single thing so you guys don't get spoiled. Let's start off with maps though. You guys saw it in the start of this video, but we have Bleach, Naruto, and One Piece. These three maps are going to be on launch. Let's start with Bleach. You guys may have already seen this, but this is actually in their Discord server. You guys can already check this out. This is obviously Huchamundo, right? I believe is what it's called. Map looks good. It's kind of basic looking, but I mean, it's just a giant desert, so there's not really much you can really do with it, but looks good. Also, the enemy UI, or at least the health bars, look pretty good. Same for the models, not gonna lie, they look great too. The only reason I'm kind of speeding through this is because we have a ton of stuff to look at, guys. So this map looks good, man. We have some units down there too. I'm excited for this game. I'm really excited to check it out. Here's one of the loading screens, it looks like too, which, oh, that's cool. Wait, so you get like a opening cutscene when you load into the map. So that's actually really cool. That's unique. And then we have a little bit of the UI. We have 1 times speed and then 1.5 times speed, which I wonder if that's free. That's going to be really cool if that is. We have our unit UI down here, your health bar, blah blah blah, a timer. You guys also can't see it, but we'll look at it earlier. This game has something really cool whenever you pull a dupe of a character. You guys will see it later, but that's all the Bleach maps that we have to share you. That's all the Bleach maps I have to show you. So let's jump over to Naruto really quickly. You guys have probably seen this in their Discord server, but this is a really big map they're doing. We have Lelouch down there as well, but there's like a Kurama boss. Here's like another look at him. His model looks very clean. We also have more enemies, more of the map. Here, here's a better look at the map. Man, this map is kind of basic looking, but I think it looks great. Like genuinely, this looks really good. I think having things that are like super high quality, like anime vanguards, are obviously great, but I think, you know, sometimes taking a step back like this too, and just having like a nice, smooth, clean art style is good as well. I mean, people assume detail is everything, but artistically, something looking nice and clean and smooth like that, I think is good. It's an artistic choice, I guess, is how you should put it. And then we have a little bit more of the map. We have the seal right there. Looks cool, man. And then finally, we'll show One Piece. This is a big map that I know a lot of people really care about. This is their Marineford map. They have a really interesting take on Marineford. I'm trying to get like a... Okay, this one shows a lot of the lobby, a lot of the map. It looks really good, man. I'm not gonna lie. And then we have a little bit more of the Marineford base, and that's all we have for the Marineford stuff, so pretty small. Let's jump into the stuff that people really care about. So let's check out the lobby. We're not going to spend a lot of time here. We're just going to like quickly fly through some of this. So we have the challenge area over here. We have the Evo building, they're calling it, which you can, yeah, okay. So we have traits, evolution. That's kind of cool. If you're not aware, this is based on Zenless Zone 0, this lobby. So that's really cool. We also have it in a different time of day. We have them coming out of like a subway station. We have a little bit of the summoning over there, the summon banner. This lobby looks good. I just think it's maybe a little too big. I wonder if they'll make it so a lot of people can join the lobby so it looks larger, but yeah, that'll be interesting. We have another sneak of the lobby. This is pretty simple. I'm summoning, looks like we got a quest down there, something. Play is right there. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Like, there's a lot of weird stuff. We have a Kakashi NPC. We have the trait rerolling area, the trait rerolling twins. Remind me if you guys know what anime these guys are from. I do not remember this at all. We have a vending machine. We have the virtual realm, which I have no idea what that is. That's Sun Jin Woo down there though. And that's the lobby. Now next is the units. This is probably something you guys all want to see. There are tons of characters in this game. Look at this. We have Ace, Law, Obito, Sakuya, Lelouch, Genos, Kenpachi, Hatsune Miku, Sasuke, Senjin-Woo, Ragna, and Kirito. Now it doesn't have these characters' rarities. I'm assuming these are all like the highest rarity in the game. That's why they're all being shown off. But really all we can look at is just their animations and their models. We can't see their kit yet, so that is something you guys aren't going to be able to see. Let's look at Kirito first though. I'm only going to look at some of these characters because I don't want to spend 10 minutes, like I said, looking through all of them. It looks like Kirito has 5 attacks, by the way, which is kind of crazy. Also, let me know what you guys think about these VFX. I'm not a big like VFX guy. Like, I don't really play my tower defense games with them on, but I do think having good VFX matters for the people who do care, which is a lot of people. That's like a line AoE too, that looks like. Let's look at Miku. Let's look at Hatsune Miku. Oh, she only has 1 video, so it looks like Miku is maybe like a farm or buffing unit, which is actually really, really cool. And she does the Miku beam. Man, okay, actually pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I like the stage too. I'm assuming she's like a farm or buff unit. I'm not sure, we don't really know. Next we have is Sasuke. Sasuke only has 3 attacks, and I think this is a really cool version of Sasuke they actually chose to do. Also, you guys notice that? Look at it. There are multiple units on the path. That's really interesting. There's 2 units like up together. Huh. It is interesting. I don't hate that. And it looks like this is the only Sasuke trailer that works, but the reason I was saying this is really cool is because they specifically went with Sasuke from the end of Naruto Shippuden. So when him and Naruto fought. So I think that is a really cool version of that character to do. We have Ronin Obito over here, which look how many videos this guy has. Ronin Obito looks great, bro. This looks cool, man. This is a really cool character to do. I don't know if this is like canon to something or whatnot. This might be like an original character. I'm not entirely sure. I do not remember it at all. So if I'm wrong, let me know down in the comments. Let's choose one last character to look at. Let's look at Lelouch. Lelouch was a really big character. They were showing off from like the original trailers of the game. We have him right here. I don't know if he's gonna attack. Oh, here we go. Stand still, it says. Oh, so maybe he's like a support type character. We have a little bit more of what he does. I don't know if he's gonna be like a... Oop. We also have a little bit of a sneak for the UI. So you can see down there, there's a little bit more of the limit break. Looks like characters go to level 70. And also, we have a farm unit right there in Speedwagon, which looks really cool. And look at the amount of abilities this dude has. Whoa. Looks like he's a secret as well, or whatever they're gonna call it in this game. Interesting, man. Something I've heard about this game that's gonna be really unique is I heard its passives are very different. Like, there isn't a game that does passives super similarly to this. Like, they're not super basic, so that's gonna be a really interesting thing to look at. So next is the UI. This is like when you view your units. We have Sakuya here from Touhou. And look at that, we have a relics page, tags, passives, all stats. And it looks like there's like a point system. This is interesting. This is a very different take on this type of game. The only thing I'm not a super big fan of is I think the models are a little weak, in my opinion, for some of the units. Like, I think this Sakuya model is kind of weird looking. Same for that Law model, but I think the ideas this game has, like relics, you could have double trades, the point system, the limit break system. Man, this game does have some really cool ideas, so that's really cool. And then we also have trait rerolling, which we don't really know the traits yet. Something I've heard is that there is 8 mythic traits in the game, which is really weird. This one's called Sacred. We're gonna see what this one does. Sacred. 25 damage. Okay, so I wonder if there's a unique trait in the game. Like oh wait, here we go. Ruler. 200 damage, minus 20 cooldown, plus 30% range, limits to 1 placement. You know what? That's not that OP. I wonder if this is even going to be worth it. That's not even that OP. So I actually kind of like that. We have Fortune, like normal. We have Vision, which gets 15% damage, minus 15% cooldown, 25% range, and adds radiation DOT. Dang, that's going to be really good for some high DPS characters. We have Eternal, which is minus 20% cooldown, plus 2 damage, plus 1 range per wave with a 25 wave cap, 50% damage, and 25% range when fully maxed out. Dang, okay, so this game's trait system is actually pretty deep. I did not know it was like this. Duelist gives you basically a boss killer trait. Affliction duration. Interesting. Minus 20% cooldown, plus 15% range. The DOT can now stack, but limits your unit to 1 placement. Okay, so that's a really cool trait, dude. I really like that. Whoa. This is basically like a unique or monarch, but really different. DOT can stack. So essentially how this game's DOT probably works is if you have a burn unit, you hit them once, you can't hit them again. Like that burn can't reproc until the burn is gone. But basically with this is if you hit someone, let's just say they're a burn unit and you multi-hit them. So you hit them 3 times in a row, you're stacking 3 stacks of burn. Wow, I really love that trait. That is cool. We have some cutscenes here that we're going to look at. We're going to look at all of these. This is the evolution cutscene. So this is what it looks like when you're evolving someone. Is that World of Mysteries? Is that what it's called? Or is that just their own thing? But whoa, dude. Why is this game's cutscene so high quality? That's cool. That's actually cool. I'm not like by this game to glaze it or anything. I'm just like very amazed that this game is very high quality. Here we have a little bit of a look at banner. This is what I mean. Some of the models look kind of weird. Like this Sasuke model is kind of odd. It might be a copyright free Sasuke too, maybe, but I feel bad if it's not because then I'm kind of insulting. But we have the summoning animation. I have summoning off basically at all times, so I'm probably never going to see that, but that's really cool. We have Law's cutscene. By the way, that last guy was Isagi from Blue Lock, and he had his own summoning cutscene, so maybe just every character has their own summon cutscene, so that's actually really cool. We have Law's cutscene here, which is probably him doing Room, if I had to assume, right? Yes, it is. No, it's not. It's just him cutting a rock. Okay, lied. That's cool. We have the summoning cutscene though, just when you do like a normal summon. What the heck? Why does this look so crazy? Okay, so it's this guy pulling in cards, and it shows you all time. Man, that's actually cool looking. Then final thing, we have gameplay and traits. Traits aura, I mean, we don't really have to look at this. You guys can see the pictures right here. It's basically what you would assume. The Eternal one looks really cool. Astral looks cool. It's cool, man. It's a cool one. But gameplay, this is the final thing we're going to check out today. We have a little bit of units attacking. This is probably going to close out today's video. I'm not going to lie. We don't really have anything else to show. I didn't want to show everything so you guys don't get like spoiled for this game because we don't even know when it comes out. I've heard passives are very, very cool for this game and that it's very different from how other games function, which makes me pretty excited. Tower defense games have been really dry as of recent, so having something that kind of shakes up the scene like this is really cool. But that wraps up today's video. If you guys enjoyed, subscribe like we said at the start of the video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. See ya.